Okay, good evening everyone. I'm hoping that everyone can hear us. I won't find out for another 20 seconds or so. But you can, again, just like last week, you're going to be me babble for the next 10 minutes or so until we get to 9 o'clock when we first start off with the questions. Kelly's just checked in. Hi to everyone who's here already. So we've got Mark Sindel from Westlink. We've got Julie from the pub. I don't know if you were here last week, Julie. Julie, we tried ringing you last week and you never even answered. You could have done play your cards right. Where were you? But we've also got the wife's here. She's the lucky. She's got a gin. We're Stacey Ferry, she's in. Hello. Pardon? So how's everyone doing anyways? Hope you're all alright. I can see your comments this week and I'm hoping the video is going to be fine. Got the video sorted. I have problems with the sound. I'm hoping the sound's sorted now as well, but it took us a while today to sort that out. I was getting a crackling sound in the background. So if you're getting that, my apologies, but I have tried to wipe it out as much as I can. From my end, it's telling us that it's not hearing anything now and there's nothing there, but it might just be there just a little bit. But I'm hoping so. But yeah, if the video stays like this, we'll be a happy man. Not that you need to see my face. Hi Laura. All good. Who else we got? Wendy Butler. Full complement of Quizzy Rascals in tonight. Well done. We've got Rich and Sean. Very impressed with my punctuality. What are you trying to say? Please, it sounds okay, Peter. That's great. Thanks. I say any feedback's muchly appreciated. I did ask for feedback last week, but I think the stream cut off before the very end of everything I was saying. But I said I don't think half of you play your cards right either. It was awesome as well. It was from my end anyway. Don't know about anybody else. But so I say I've got video, I've got comments, I've got the wife taking notes next to us. So we are all good. Not a clue how many people we've got logged on so far. 21. Marie's telling us 19. She's behind me. Right. I'm probably going to do play your cards right again. I'm hoping it's going to work this week. You need to either friend request us via Messenger or something like that, because Messenger is the only way that I can do it. Messenger or WhatsApp. As long as I've got you on one of them two. Messenger is the best for people who haven't got my number. I'm not giving my number out in here because there'll be some weirdos that I don't know. I'm sure there isn't. But I've seen most of these in the pub. Yeah, so if you want to get on there, I have put on the slides this week the Facebook page, so that's on all the question slides. So everybody, if you want to like the Facebook page, that's where I put all the updates and everything on. It's just Museum Quiz on Facebook. Hi Julie and Antatina, see you there. Antatina gets extra points apparently for the gifts. Fat Lad's in for Gary's gang. We've got Craig and Ali, Wall and Ali even. Marie's typing to you as well. I'm reading messages and it's Marie. What else was I going to say? Yeah, so if you want to get on like the Facebook page, I have sent a request out, which I don't know why I've not done it before, but I've sent it out to everybody who I know. But it means that the updates are there and you'll get what's happening. We've got a few minutes. We've got 8 minutes yet before we can get started. Gives people a chance to log on. We were hoping to get more than last week. I think we got about 50 odd last week at the peak of it. But I said the quality wasn't brilliant. We've got Christopher Hornby from Manning. We had international who went last week. We had Pauline from Canada. Granted, she's related somewhere along the line, but I'm taking it as a hit as an international audience. So if we've got anyone further away than Canada, I'll be impressed. Or if anyone else is anywhere but Carlisle, I'll be impressed. Got Fletch and Tyler in. Christine Crellin, yeah. Christine Crellin, yeah, long time no quiz. Exactly. Why have you been up to the pub? Got all these people on here that never come to the pub. I haven't got blush on my face, fella. It's just been very sunny. Plenty of time in the garden. Plus I've got a light shining on my face because it's very dark in here otherwise. Hey, table 6. Good to see you. Ruth and Hannah's in as well. Ruth is one that we tried on Play Your Card Right last week and would not answer me on the phone and kept on looking at the screen. Bless her. He's like, don't look at the screen, look at me. You're behind us on the screen. That's why we do it on, sorry, I was saying that before as well. That's why we do it on WhatsApp and Messenger, because I am 20 seconds ahead of views. So when I speak, you don't actually hear it for another 20 seconds. So we're doing Play Your Cards Right. I was going to do it in the live chat, but we'd end up waiting for everyone for ages. So if we do it over Messenger when I phone you or video call, because you've got to do it over video call, at least then it's instant and then everyone will get to see it 20 seconds later. So we're getting closer, 5 more minutes and we'll get started. The format is pretty much the same as last week, other than I've done 10 pictures again, but I've done 40 questions this week. So I'm hoping to get through them a little bit quicker and still stay within the hour. And I've kept the music round at 5 just to see how it works out. I don't want to get it where people are on for ages and they're getting bored. So just to see how it goes, we'll stick to that and have 10 more questions and just see how, if people want it extended from there, then we'll extend it again next week, but we'll see what everyone says. Good stuff. So yeah, but as I said last week, I was asking people for feedback afterwards, but I don't think he's heard us saying it. Or but if anyone has got any feedback, if you want to put it on the Facebook page, or if you want to put it in the comments under here after it's all done and uploaded, more than happy to take any constructive criticism or abuse. We're not fussed. Sorry, Ruth, I don't mean to embarrass you much. We're not at work this week, so the quiz is sponsored by Old Moot Cider. It's not, but it's keeping me going. If Old Moot Cider are on and they want to send us something more than they're welcome to. I couldn't drink last week because technically I was at work. Kerry's in. That's a little sister. Long time no see. 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes and we're going to get started. Sorry, Julie, have I bored him to death? We're up to 38. 38, so it's not bad going. I think that's 38 if there's 2 or 3 in each people's rooms as well. So we're going out to over 70, hopefully. You won't need help from the dog anyways, Julie. It's not that hard, I promise you. Yeah. It's all that walking because you've got nothing better to do than walk the dog. Guinea pigs are in. Hey, guinea pigs. Pardon? Yeah. Sorry, the wife's distracting us. Don't worry, when we get to 9 o'clock, she's not allowed. I haven't got much else to say because I've not really done much other than spend 2 or 3 days making this up again, which is great. Done the quiz for that long. It takes us a couple of hours now to make a quiz up. Chuck it in and you've got to go online and things like that. It's an absolute nightmare. But the more we do it, the better we'll get. The quiz wasn't too bad. It was just sorting problems out this week. Getting more and more coming in. Couple of the smarties coming in there, I think. One's apprentices. It's all good. Right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes countdown. So you need your pen and papers ready. Okay, if you were here earlier, you'll understand that I've sorted the video out because problems with the sound. The volume is quiet and I have my volume set to max. I can turn the volume up, but you're going to get a background noise. That's the only problem that I've got. I've had to put filters in and things like that to stop that background noise. I can watch, but if I do it, if I knock the filter off. Oh, hang on, it's not there. See there, I've knocked the filter off now, and you probably get a little like background noise. I don't know if that's any better. I can turn the mic up as well, but again, that background noise gets higher and higher the more that I sort it out. You can shout if you want. Kids are in bed though. Is that any better or not? Sean says it's fine. It must be your telly. BCMS, I know, but you'll get an echo on it if you keep your volume up. Stacey Kim, is that any better or not? That's Neil's in.
John Benson. BCA massive one tonight. Who's BCA?
I'm not quite sure who the BCA Massive is, but welcome. I probably do. Sounds like Frightened Onions. I told you, the more that I put the volume up, or the more that I take that filter off. Yeah, see, I'm getting mixed reports now, getting better before. So hang on. That's as it is now. Wait a second, because this takes some doing. Noise suppression. Yeah, so that's with your noise suppression back on. So it should take that fried onion sound away. Yeah, you'll be able to read it as well. It's on screen as well. It just means that you don't get to hear my beautiful voice. Gary's gang back in the house. Sounds okay if the TV is turned up. Yeah. It might just blast all your ears when the music round comes on. Because that's got no filter in it whatsoever. It comes internally from the machine. So I'll turn the desktop audio down for that, I think. Yeah, I'll do that now before I forget. Because that will absolutely blast out once it's going. Right, we're 1 minute past 9. Have you all got your pens and papers ready? Thanks, Ruth. It's nerve-wracking doing this, you know, being in front of the camera. But right, we're going to get started. So if you're all ready, we're going to rack on. So it's 10 pictures first. So you're going to need, you're going to need 1 to 50, including all your questions. So you're going to need a piece of paper with 1 to 50 on, because that's how it's going to go. And then you need an extra 5 for your music. But if you're all ready, we're going to get started on number 1. Who is this? Nice and easy. Who is this? Hey, Stuart. I think the whole estate round here is on here. Could probably chuck a stone in about 7 people's houses who are logged on. That's number 1. Is who is this? I'll get this one. Always nice and easy to start these off. Oh, where's number 2? I'm missing the slide. Oh, 1 second. God. I don't know. I've played all this through before. Not a problem have I had. Right, we're going to miss out number 2 because I don't know where it is and I can't change it at this late stage of the game. So it's gone straight to number 3. He's named this Greek dish made with aubergines, potatoes and meat. If we can get question 2 back, I will bring it back. But that's number 3 for now. He's named the Greek dish made with aubergines, potatoes and meat. How do I get that back now? No, I've got it here. Just need to get it back in. Right there, why is it not showing up? No, me neither. You what? Yeah, I haven't got any pens, Lord, but I have. I've got loads. If you want to come and get one. Right, I'm hoping this is number... Oh, there's number 2. It's after number 3. It's moved about in the order. I hope the rest of the slides aren't like this. So number 2 or number 3 is name the band. Name the band. This one's just for Stace. Don't say I'm not good to you. So it goes 1, 3, 2. That's where we're going this week. I'm on a different laptop. Because I'm on a different laptop, I haven't got an extra screen next to us. So I've had to do this as a slideshow, whereas last week I did it as a presentation and it was easier that way. But live and learn. I don't know why it's moved, but it has. So number 4 is what Caribbean country has this as its national flag? That's what Caribbean country has this as its national flag. I wouldn't have got this, but I've not been there. If you've been there, you should know it. So number 5, name the singer and actress. Again, not a hard one, but I don't think it's hard. But then I didn't know the flag. I do now. How are you doing? The wife's doing it as well. I think she's got about 2 out of 5 so far. So number 6 is solve the dingbat. If you went on last week and you haven't been to the pub, the dingbat is pretty much say what you see. So it's like a phrase or a saying, or it could be a place or something along them lines. So it's pretty much just say what you see. Solve the dingbat. Sorry, I'm looking at the wife's answers because she doesn't get to see us make the quiz up either. Number 7 is name the rugby player. I'd find this very, very hard. I'm hoping that this is one for the sporting fans because this isn't me. The wife won't get this. If she does, I'll be very impressed. But name the rugby player. Quite like this though. It makes the sport ones a bit harder. Tyres all concentrating. The chat's gone quiet. Number 8 is what was the original name for Starbursts? We had marathon last week. The original name for the marathon was a Snicker. But what's the original name for Starbursts? No fucking either. Steady, Ali. I'm not at work till 10:30 tomorrow. Can I have a couple? It's not as if I'm driving anywhere, is it? We've got nowhere to go. Number 9, which city skyline is this? So again, I've gone pretty much off the format from last week because we had London last week. For those that weren't here last week, that's a big hint that might not be London. It might be though. I don't say it's buffering, Sean. No, it's just you so far, Sean, apparently. I've got a good streaming health. Checking it all out. It was poor last week, we're good this week. Must be your dodgy internet. You have to stop running them dodgy sites at the same time, Sean. Number 10 is what seed is this grown from? We're loving this at the minute because they're all ours. They're all our seeds at the minute. Woo. That's one who's starring in today. What seed is it grown from? No, where's Chris? Then there's that person who's in the room with you. Nope, it's just you, Sean, by the looks of things. Thanks, Ali. So that's us on the pictures. We're on to the questions. So number 11. So normally this will be question 1 in the quiz. So it's nice and easy to start you off. Is what is the opposite of an acid? So number 11. What is the opposite of an acid? Let's see. I'm going to start singing. 12. What is Amazon's virtual assistant called? That's what is Amazon's virtual assistant called? Don't grow them in my loft, Ali. I just grow them in my greenhouse. I live on Chester Home. I shouldn't tell people where I live. I live in a respectable area. No one checks your greenhouse. Oh dear. Number 13. Which quiz board involves the collection of coloured wedges? I'm going to have to edit that out of the video so that it's not there for everybody in the world to see when it goes live on YouTube. And which quiz board game involves a collection of coloured wedges? That's a benefit though. You can edit it once it's been done. So if I do actually mess up, you'll get it on the live bit, but I can edit it out later on. So it's all good. It's like proper telly. 14. In the Mr. Men books, what colour is Mr. Tickle? That's in the Mr. Men books. What colour is Mr. Tickle? Yeah. Question 15. Roughly, how many miles are there in 8 kilometres? That's roughly how many miles are there in 8 kilometres? Who cares? No one's going that far now anyways. How many miles are there in 8 kilometres? Hi Hayden. You should get to stay up, Hayden. We've sent our kids to bed. Well, you can hear them upstairs moving about. Number 16. What is the name of the online PE teacher who's currently being assisted by their wife after a hand injury? That's what is the name of the online PE teacher who's assisted by their wife after a hand injury? Who's currently being assisted by their wife after a hand injury? So this is the person that everyone's getting up to in the morning and doing the daily exercise, except for our family because they did it once and said no more. First day, no more after that. Oh, check that out. We're up to 63 this week. 63, that's nearly 10 more than last week. Happy days. Number 17. If Monday's child is fair of face, what is Tuesday's child? That's if Monday's child is fair of face, what is Tuesday's child? Kenny's all singing the poem as we speak. Okay, question 18. What does ROM stand for in the acronym CD-ROM? So what does ROM stand for in the acronym CD-ROM? Hope you're all keeping up. Hope the sound's alright. I think the problem with the sound is that I might need an external mic from the computer. That's a problem for next week to sort out. Number 19. Which Victorian sleuth from Baker Street was played by Jeremy Brett? Which Victorian sleuth from Baker Street was played by Jeremy Brett? I'm nearly shouting at my end. My neighbours must wonder what's going on. We're getting a knock on the door by the police. The guys are next door having a party. If they do, we'll invite them in, we'll show you. Number 20. What 3-letter abbreviation denotes a medical term for mad cow disease? So that's what 3-letter abbreviation denotes a medical term for mad cow disease. Because I'm shouting, Ali. I'm not shouting that much. You never know, the neighbours might be logged on. Doubt it. The neighbours are. Ali and Walls on. I'm assuming John here this week. Maybe gutted that he never won Play Your Cards Right last week. Number 21. Which famous train turns 75 years old this year? That's which famous train turns 75 years old this year? Just a snip. It's a snip of a train. Why he's looking at us funny. Question 22. How many notes are there in an octave? That's 22. How many notes are there in an octave? What? It's an octave? No, it's not. The wife's saying I'm pronouncing it wrong. Don't believe her. I never pronounce anything wrong. All of you who come in the pub will know that's a fact. Move on. Question 23. What is a black mamba? It's 23. What is a black mamba? Sean, whatever you put as an answer, it's not that. Oh, John is on. Hi, John. Oh, Tom and Les are here as well. They obviously can't get in the comments. I think that was the same last week. Oh, the big sister's here as well. She's watching us on YouTube apparently. Hi there. Question 24. What was the first name of the Welsh singer from Catatonia? She was from Wales, though. So what was the first name of the Welsh singer from Catatonia? Question 25. Which alcoholic drink contains juniper as a flavour? Curly, if you don't get this right, I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but Curly's our local bootlegger. Pardon? Not loud with the drink. I've finished that one. I'm not loud one because Marie's doing the questions. I'll catch you up. You'll be all right. Which alcoholic drink contains juniper as a flavour? Question 26. I'm going to pronounce this right. Irfan Khan died this week at the age of 53. But which of his films won Best Picture at the Oscars? Irfan Khan died this week at the age of 53. But which of his films won Best Picture at the Oscars? I don't know if they can see it, Sean. I just know that they might not be able to comment on it. If they're watching it on a telly, I don't think the telly puts the live chats on. I think you have to be on a phone or a tablet or something like that. The best way to do it is to have it on your telly and then have it on your phone at the same time so you can do the live chat as well. Just for those out there. So question 27. Which two boxers exchanged blows in the so-called Thriller in Manila? That's which two boxers exchanged blows in the so-called Thriller in Manila? Oh, we've got Kevin and Judith on as well. Hi, I know they're probably doing it on the TV as well. They don't get the comments either, but hi to Kevin and Judith. And Anna and Mark. All part of Worst Link. I don't know if we've got Museum Pieces on. I didn't see them last week. But if you're here, hello. Yeah, no chat on the telly, so I'm getting messages about it as well at the same time. Question 28. Which fruit did Gwyneth Paltrow name a daughter after? That's which fruit did Gwyneth Paltrow name a daughter after? We didn't stop for a break last week, so I'm not planning on stopping for a break this week because I don't think anybody wanted it last week. So if you want one, it's just tough. It's not tough. You could ask for one. Doesn't mean we're going to give you one. God. The numbers are still going up. Who logs on after 9 o'clock? You've missed half the questions. But we're on 66, and pleased you're here. Number 29. On this day in 1941, fashion designer Coco Chanel released their first modern perfume. What was it called? That's on this day, today in 1941. Fashion designer Coco Chanel released their first modern perfume. What was it called? Hi Ollie. At least you can get in the chat, your mum and dad can't. And Leslie's got it on both apparently. Bless her. Question 30. What county is a motor racing track Brands Hatchin? That's what county is a motor racing track Brands Hatchin? Table 6 should get this. I have faith in you. I've got nothing left, Marie. County. Question 31. Which London street was home to several British newspapers? I didn't know this. That's which London street was home to several British newspapers? I know that's not saying much considering I don't know much like, but I did not know this one. Okay. So I've been distracted by the wife. Just thinking of Silverstone for the Brands Hatch one. Question 32. What 3 countries share land borders with Norway? That's what 3 countries share land borders with Norway. Who else have I seen on here? Table 8. I've not seen Table 8 either. You've got like Pat, Adrian, Andrew, Jigs. Any of them? Yeah, Table 6, no. I knew you would. Question 33. What third metal element is added to an alloy of gold and silver to give rose gold its colour? That's what third metal element is added to an alloy of gold and silver to give rose gold its colour? Just like being in the Mew this. Bar staff ignore you and you still can't get a drink. Jigs has broken his ankle. No way. I said he'd have done it walking up home drunk from the pub, but can't have been that. Question 34. In 1974, what film were Paul Newman and Steve McQueen among the firefighters? Doesn't read right, doesn't it? I have to pause there for a second. That's in 1974. What film were Paul Newman and Steve McQueen among the firefighters? If anyone sees Jigs, tell I was asking after him. Suppose if you're going to do it, now's the time when you can't go to work anyways. Saying that, is a mechanic could be a key worker. That's curly for a team name. I don't think you can put them on here. Number 35. What is the last letter in the Greek alphabet? So it's 35. What is the last letter in the Greek alphabet? Question 36. The Abbey Theatre is in which Irish city? That's the Abbey Theatre is in which Irish city? The wife's gone to get us a drink. Last question. Put Rome as the answer. Anyways, moving on. She's back. Which movement was founded by Lord Baden-Powell? It's 37. Which movement was founded by Lord Baden-Powell? The wife's been to the bar. It's great. Question 38. Prime Minister Boris Johnson has named his newborn son. What has he called him? That's Prime Minister Boris Johnson has named his newborn son. What has he called him? You can't swear, people can hear. Hey Jordan. We have got the chat working. Pour us a pint. Just bring it round, Jordan. That'd be great. We're not kissing, Ruth. No. It's the morphine, Fletch. It's the morphine. Question 39. In which Italian city is St. Mark's Cathedral? That's 39. In which Italian city is St. Mark's Cathedral? Three names. Three names for what? Oh, yes. Is that the Boris Johnson one? Did call him three names, yes. 4 if you include the surname. Question 40. In which 1990s musical did Madonna change costumes 85 times? Or change costume 85 times? That's in which 1990s musical did Madonna change costume 85 times? Okay, question 41. Which of the 7 new wonders of the modern world gets struck by lightning 3 to 6 times a year? That's which of the 7 new wonders of the modern world gets struck by lightning 3 to 6 times a year? So not the old wonders of the world, the new modern ones. I think they came out in 2000. I think the official list of them, new 7 wonders of the world. But one of them gets struck by lightning 3 to 6 times a year. Which one is it? That's a tough question. I don't know if you want a point. Do you want a point for each? Let's have a vote. Do you want a point for each on the Boris Johnson one? Mm-hmm. I was just going to go with the first one. I'd be surprised if anybody knows the second and third. Like a normal Tuesday, this. Question 42. The cover of Peter Kay's book, The Sound of Laughter, is a spoof of which film poster? That's the cover of Peter Kay's book, The Sound of Laughter, is a spoof of which film poster? You can't see what that is. You've got each yes, no, or no. You've got kids coming through the roof. Okay, question 43. What 1980 film includes the characters of Dale Arden, Ming the Merciless, and Princess Aura? That's what 1980 film includes the characters of Dale Arden, Ming the Merciless, and Princess Aura? Lynn says yes. If Lynn says yes, then it's a yes. Gareth's in. It means you've got the 10 Stone Massive in this tonight. Welcome. I only know the surname of Boris Johnson's kid. In fact, you didn't even put the Johnson bit in. I put that in for you. You're not getting a point for that. 44. Antonio Salazar was dictator for many years in which country? That's Antonio Salazar was dictator for many years in which country?
Started.
What? Question 45. Where in the human body is the soleus muscle? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it sounds good to me. It's where in the human body is the soleus muscle? Question 46. Which beautiful silent film star was given the nickname The Face? That's which beautiful silent film star was given the nickname The Face? It's a tough one. It's more for your older generation, that one. And if the assistants, I'll get that one.
Yeah.
The wife doesn't know.
That's as far back as it could go.
I'll tell you later what she put. Question 47. Which studios were founded by Harry, Sam, Albert and Jack? That's which studios were founded by Harry, Sam, Albert and Jack. Stop grassing on us, Sean. Yeah, you've no chance, Jordan. Question 48. There's one for you sporting buffs. Is which four England players scored the most goals in UEFA European Championship matches from 1962 to 2019? So at this point, I'd have just ripped that question from right off. That's which four England players scored the most goals in UEFA European Championship matches as of 1962 to 2019. Yeah, the wife just put a big question mark as well. That's all I'd have done. Oh, Leslie's on the chart. You better hope she can't scroll backwards, Sean. I'll give you a bit longer on that one because that's a toughie, that one. I'm close to the end. We're going to go into your music round soon. I think you've had long enough. We're going to move on. Question 49. From what is the writing material True Vellum made? That's from what is the writing material True Vellum made? Thomas and Jan Heenan. Are you quiet tonight, Alan? Or have you gone deaf? You've gone deaf? Completely gone deaf. You had to be here early. I've had problems with the sound. I'm hoping to have it sorted for next week, but hopefully you can read it and you can hear us. If I sort it so you can hear us, you get a rustling sound in the background, or as Alf said, fried onions. So we don't want that. If I had another 3 hours, I might have got it sorted so that you could have heard us and you couldn't hear the fried onions. But it got to 8 o'clock and I had to go with this was the best I was going to get tonight. In question 50, Peter Andre Nev Campbell or Neve Campbell, Neil Patrick Harris, Jim Parsons, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer were all born in what year? I don't know why I put these in when I can't pronounce them. It's Peter Andre, Nev Campbell, Neil Patrick Harris, Jim Parsons, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer were all born in what year? If you don't know, just have a guess. You can hear the whispering, it's a wife talking to herself, trying to get the right answer. Okay, that's the end of your questions. We're going to go on to your music round. I'm hoping, you've all said the volume's quiet. As I said, this goes on a different setting. I'm hoping this isn't going to blast your ears out. Let us know if I've turned it down too much. I don't think I have. I think it should be okay. It's either going to blast you out or you're not going to be able to hear it. It's one of the two. And we'll get the levels right at some point. But all going well. So all you need to do is name the artist and the song. It's only 2 minutes long. Only 5 songs. You're all ready. Here we go. And that's it. And that's the end of your music round. And that's the end of your quiz. I'm going to give you a minute or two to go through your answers quickly. I don't need any questions repeated as Darren Walker's already come on. Now's your chance, but you haven't got long. Give you about a minute to go back through, try and answer any ones that you haven't got, and then we're going to get on to giving you the answers. We're not doing bad. On a normal Tuesday night, we'd have only started the questions about 8 minutes ago. We wouldn't even be on question 10. '26 is the Abbey Theatre is in which Irish city? It's 26. The Abbey Theatre is in which Irish city? Cheers, Peter. International games. 48 was the most. Which four England players scored the most goals in UEFA European Championship matches? Don't know if that answers your question, Jordan, but that's what it says on my sheet.
There we go, because that's going to go.
I've given 49. That's why.
Yeah.
29 in which Italian city is St Mark's Cathedral? Sorry, that's my fault. On my Word document, it's a different number. So much more work doing this. To do it in a Word document, then I have to put it into a PowerPoint presentation. And it messes all my numbers up. So, I'll get there. Okay, I think that's it for the questions. We're going to get on to giving your answers. So this point we say swap your papers over. You'll have an hard job because we're not in the pub. But, so if you're all ready, no more changing because here we go. So number one, who's this? It's Fern Cotton. Fern Cotton. Seen the news this week for coming about something about why she left. What show is it? Can't remember. She left some show ages ago. Number two, name the band is McFly. Told you it was for you, Stace. Number three, the Greek dish made with aubergines, potatoes and meat is moussaka. Looks like lasagna to me. Number four, the Caribbean country that has this its national flag is the Dominican Republic. Nah, I wouldn't have got it either, honey. Number four, name the singer and actress is Kim Marsh. She played Michelle in Corrie, that's the only reason I know. Number six, solve the dingbat. It's split two ways. Simple when you know the answer. Number seven, name the rugby player. It's Ben Youngs. Something to do with rugby. Number seven, the original name for Starburst was Opal Fruits. There you go, you 1p off. 4p for Opal Fruits. Shows you how long ago that was. Number nine, it's New York. Start spreading. Number 10, she's grown from a tomato. See you again. It's a tomato. See you, Kevin. Ooh, wrong side. My tomatoes aren't as big as yours. Well done, though. I did get tomatoes off Kevin. Thank you very much. Number 11, the opposite of an acid is an alkaline. Number 12, Amazon's virtual assistant is called. You get this?
Yeah.
She uses it every day. It's Alexa, honey. She's looking at it. I think if we do it, everyone will start. Alexa, tell everyone Alan's brilliant.
Amazing.
Oh, it actually announces it as well. Yay! I hope you all did that. Which, it's probably not loud enough. We'll do it again next week. Which quiz board game involves a collection of coloured wedges? It's Trivial Pursuit. Marie said the Wallaces will have got that. Mr. Tickles Orange. 15. There are roughly 5 miles in 8 kilometres. There is. Number 16. The name of the online PE teacher who's currently being assisted by the wife after a hand injury. It's Joe Wicks. It lit up but didn't say anything. Supposed to announce everywhere, Gareth. Oh. You shot. Number 17. If Monday's child is fair of face, Tuesday's child is full of grace, Wednesday's child is full of woe, Thursday's child has far to go, Friday's child is loving and giving. Yes, I am. Saturday's child works hard for a living. And the child that is born on the Sabbath day is happy something gay. I can't remember, never remember that bit. Number 18, ROM stands for read only memory. Number 19, and the sleuth from Baker Street was Sherlock Holmes that Jeremy Brett played. Hey, no swearing. It's a family show. Why have we got that there? Oh, look, it's going again. Oh, hang on. Why have we gone back to the beginning? Lumen Technology. That's Kerry's fault. Good. I'll get there. Hang on. That's what I get for taking a mick out of people. got the answers here. You might not be able to read them on the screen. You'll have to go with them in a low voice. I know it's just questions at the moment, honey. I've got to flip right through the presentation. I need a techie guy. Oh, so we're back to Fern Cotton. See if this goes back again. I'm going to have to do it on... Yes, the tongue out does help. Pursue, Orange, 5, Joe Wicks, Full of Grace, Read on the Memory, Sherlock Holmes. Ah, no, it's missed off bits of it. Hang on, I'm going to have to go to good old pen and paper. Well, not pen and paper, but where did we get to?
Number 20.
Yes, and number 19 was Sherlock Holmes. Number 20, there's a 3-letter abbreviation that denotes a medical term for mad cow disease, is BSE. I hope you can all hear us. I can't see anything now. The famous train that turns 75 years old this year is Thomas the Tank Engine. Woo! Number 12, there are 8 notes in an octave. I told you it was an octave. Number 13, a black mamba is a snake. Again, if I'm going too fast now, I know you can't see them on screen as well. Hang on, I can probably do it. I'm going to write it in the comments. I know not everyone can see it in the comments, and I apologise for that. I'm just trying to get my screen up. Yeah, blooming technology. It was their fault. He's all keeping up. Anyways, let's keep going. 24. Catatonia. It's Keris Catatonia. Keris Matthews. That's what I said. Number 15. The alcoholic drink that is flavoured with junipers is gin. Number 26. It's Slumdog Millionaire that Irfan Khan died at the age of 53, won his best picture for. Number 17, the 2 boxers, the thriller in Manila is Muhammad Ali. 27, I know it's a different number on here. 27, Muhammad Ali and Joe Fraser. I just need to add 10 on each time. Number 28, Gwyneth Paltrow named a daughter after an apple. Number 19, 29, shall keep us right. Coco Chanel reached their first modern perfume. It was Chanel number 5. Number 20. 30. Brands Hatch is in Kent. Number 31. It's Fleet Street. That was home to several British newspapers. Number 32. The 3 countries that share a land border with Norway are Sweden, Finland and Russia. It's a point for each on that one. Number 23, it's copper that's added to gold and silver to give rose gold its colour. The wife's going crazy, she's got that one right. Number 34, Paul Newman and Steve McQueen were in the fighters in Towering Inferno. Number 35, the last letter in the Greek alphabet is Omega. Number 36, the Abbey Theatre is in which Irish city, honey? Irish city. It's not Rome anyways, no. It's Dublin. Oh, bless her. Number 30. I did say Irish. I'm sure I did. Number 37. Lord Baden-Powell formed the Boy Scout movement. Well done if you got that. I wasn't a Boy Scout. Number 36. No, we've had 36. 38. Prime Minister Boris Johnson named his new son Wilfred Laurie Nicholas Johnson. That's Wilfred Laurie Nicholas Johnson. I think we went no, didn't we? You just need the first one. Wilfred will do. 29, St. Mark's Cathedral is in Venice. That's 39, sorry. 40, it was Evita that Madonna changed costumes 85 times. Number 41, it's Christ the Redeemer, which is the new 7 wonders of the world that gets struck by lightning 3 to 6 times a year. Number 42, Peter Kay's book, The Sound of Laughter, is a spoof of The Sound of Music. Number 43, it's Flash Gordon. Flash! Saviour of the universe was Dale Arden, Ming the Merciless and Princess Aura. Number 44, Antonio Salazar was dictator of Portugal. Number 45, in the human body, the soleus muscle is the lower leg or the calf. I even had a picture to show you. Technology is great. Number 46, it was Greta Garbo who was known as the face, not Charlie Chaplin as the wife and down, bless her. Number 47, Harry, Sam, Albert and Jack formed Warner Brothers Studios. Number 38, the 4 England players that scored the most goals in UEFA European Champion matches It was Wayne Rooney with 20 goals in 36 games. Harry Kane with 15 goals in 17 games. Alan Shearer with 13 goals in 19 games. And Michael Owen with 13 goals in 26 games. So it's a point for each on that one. So you're looking at Wayne Rooney, Harry Kane, Alan Shearer and Michael Owen. If you've got anything else, it's not right. Number 49, True Vellum is made from calf skin. Do you know what vellum is? It's like a parchment paper. It's what they make all the... it's what they put all the important documents on at the Houses of Parliament and stuff like that. They still do it apparently. 40, Peter Andre, Nev Campbell, Neil Patrick Harris, Jim Parsons and the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer were all born in 1973. Well done if you got that. Okay, that's the end of your questions. On to your music. It's half point for the artist, half point for the song. So, number 1 was Chuck Berry with No Particular Place to Go, which is pretty much what all of us have got at the minute. Number 2 was Alanis Morissette with Ironic. 43 was Berlin with Take My Breath Away. Number 4 was Robin with Dancing on My Own. And 5 is like every town in the UK is the Specials with Ghost Town. And that's your quiz for this evening. So tot your scores up. See how you've done. And we'll let us know what you're doing in the live chat. And the wife will take a... What's the word I'm looking for? I've got all flustered with my technology not working. So I'll take a stock of what everybody's got. While she's doing that, I'm going to set up Play Your Cards Right. So if you give us just a minute, and I'll be phoning someone very soon. So make sure you've got your phone to hand, because I haven't warned anybody this week that I'm doing it, but we'll see how it goes.
Too fast.
You what? It's going too fast. You should be able to scroll back on it.
Peter and Shirley. Peter Maloney. That's the reverse link, isn't it?
Let's go for Tom and Les first there. Okay, so we're back. We're ready for Play Your Cards Right. Yeah, you've got the time. Hello, Les. You're on for Play Your Cards Right. Yeah, wave hi to everyone, Les. You can now because I've just showed everybody you. But you know how this works. She is in the dressing gown, bless her. Did warn you I was going to phone people. So you get first shot at it. You've got an 8. You can keep it or change it. You don't need your specs. It's an 8. You can keep it or change it. Going to change the 8 to a 10. See, I need the wife to hold the phone for us. We're going to go lower than a 10. It's a 3. Higher than a 3. It's an 8. Higher than an 8. It's a 9. Well done. Oh. Everyone's watching. Lower than a 9. It's a 6. Well done. You can keep it or change it. It's going to change the 6 to a 10. Going to go lower than a 10. It's an ace. Oh, that's unlucky. Aces are high. We're on to the next, Les. Well done. Right, who's next in the list? Let's go with these. Next up, if they answer, we've got Sam Simpson, who's messaged to say that they're actually playing. So we're hoping he's here. Ooh. Sam, are you there? He's not shared his video though, so I can't tell everyone. Sam, if you don't, can you see me, Sam? Oh, here he is. Oh, share back. There we go. You're on. Wave hi to everyone. Right, Sam, you're next up to play your cards. Right, you've got a 7, you can keep it or change it. He's conferring with his team. He's going to change the 7 to a jack. Lower than a jack. Oh, it's a queen. You should have kept your 7. That's unlucky, Sam. Who's next? We're probably only going to do 4 of these like last week. Let's go for them. Katie, you're on for play your cards, right? Your video is rubbish. Wave hi to everyone. Oh, wow. You can tell no one's got dressed up to come out. Katie, first card's a 6. You can keep it or change it. A 6. She's going to change the 6 to a queen. Good change. She's going to go lower than a queen. It's a 2. Higher than a 2. It's a queen. Lower than a queen. It's a 2. Higher than a 2. It's a 4. You can keep it or change it. Keep it and going higher than the 4. Oh, it's another 4. You're getting out for 2 in the bed. You should have changed it. You had the chance. Oh, lucky. Right, one more. We'll do one more. Who's next? Don't know if she'll answer, but we'll have a go. I've literally just gone down the people in Messenger. Tina, you're up for playing your cards, right? Do you want to wave hi to everybody? She's not in camera shot. Right, give us a second. I'm nearly ready. I forgot to tell everyone what we're playing for as well. We're playing for the toilet roll because that rolled over from last week, and we're going to chuck in some hand sanitizer. So that's what we're playing for at the minute. Is toilet roll and hand sanitizer. Don't know I'm getting it to you. But, right, Tina, your first card's a 5. You can keep it or change it. Hey, Julie. You're keeping it and going higher. Keeping it and going higher than a 5. It's a jack. Well done. I had to change the 5. What you doing? Higher or lower than a jack? Lower than a jack. Oh, it's a king. That's unlucky. See you soon. Right, going to do one more and see if anyone can win it. Next on the, let's go for them. Oh. If they answer, are they going to answer? Oh, it's ringing. Should make it a 5-ring rule. Oh, she's here. We didn't think you were coming then. Wave hi to everyone, Stace. Yeah. Stace, you up and play your cards, right? Your first card's a 9. You can keep it or change it. Got to change the 9 to a 4. Well done. Higher than a 4. It's another 9. It's a good job you changed the 9. Lower than a 9. It's a 3. Higher than a 3. It's an ace. Lower than an ace, it's a 9. You can keep it or change it. Going to change the 9 again to a jack. Good change. Lower than a jack. Oh, it's an ace. Ace is a high. That's unlucky. See you soon. Oh, that's it. I'm not doing any more play your cards, right? The money rolls over till next week. Hang on, but he's been collecting the scores. Let's see how we've done. Not the money. the toilet roll and the hand sanitizer rolls over till next week. We'll have to think of something else that we've got in the cupboard. Maybe a bag of pasta or something we can add into the prize fund. Marie's still working out the scores. If you want to play your cards right, you need to get on Messenger or WhatsApp and message me to say you're playing on the night time, because that's how I've done it tonight. I've just gone down and picked out people who have said that they're on, and as random as possible, really. So who we got? Marie's got the scores for tonight. We've got Ghost Town Special, so that's our answers. In third place, we've got Janet McWilliam, which will be the smartest thing. In joint second place is Quizzy Rascals and Table 6. Well done to you. She hasn't put the scores down, so I don't know what they are. And we've also got joint first. I haven't even got a tiebreaker question. Is Gary's Gang, Hand of Heroes, and the little what? The Little Renshaws. Yeah, so joint first. 3 teams in joint first tonight with 49. Well done to you. Second place got 46. Janet McWilliams' team got 46 as well.
46.5.
Or 46.5, sorry. Yeah, so Gary's Gang, Hand of Heroes. Is that Little Rascals? Little Renshaws?
Little Renshaw.
Oh, Little and Renshaw. Can't read the wife's handwriting, it's atrocious. But, so yeah, well done to you. You get top spot this evening. Must remember to do a tiebreaker question next week. And we're on the hour, that's 10 o'clock. The wife got 24, bless her. But well done, she's all by herself and she gets no help from me. Just like you don't normally. Well done to those who did play your cards right. Unfortunately, nobody won. At some point, we will have a winner. It's been another good night. I know the sound's not been fantastic, and we had a bit of a technology issue with my slideshow. I'm not quite sure what went on there because they were all there earlier. But we'll be back next week. We can only get better. If it gets worse, I'm going to pack in. But I hope you've all had a good night. How many we've got at the last count? Oh, we've gone down. We've got 48. We had about 60 odd. What? Hand of Heroes aren't a team apparently, so it's just Little and Renshaws and Gary's Gang. We joined first. But cheers for good night. I've enjoyed it. Hope you've all enjoyed it, and I'll hopefully see you all next week. Again, if anyone has any anything that they want to add or any suggestions or anything like that of how to make it better, then by all means drop us in the messages or drop us on Facebook, and we'll hopefully speak to you all next week. Take care, stay safe, stay at home, save the NHS and all that lot, and we'll hopefully see you in the not too distant future. Thanks everyone, have a good night, goodbye.